Oh guys, I had two amazing trades, break of all-time high on Apple and AMD. But the lesson here was about the patience. Apple, it took me almost 1 hour in one trade that I did to actually work in my direction. But because I was sticking to my trade management rule, eventually turned out to be a very profitable trade. AMD was a very A+ setup. It worked really well for the entry, but I got stopped out because it did hit my stop loss, the original stop loss. I was patient enough to come back and get a re-entry on that, and with the patience that I had toward re-entry and the trade management, I actually managed to recover all the losses plus some. It's a great recap, especially for the break of all-time high at AMD and Apple. It's worth watching, and let me know what you think in the comments. I personally read and answer the questions. Let's watch the recap.
All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. History is being made again. It was an amazing trade today. I had Apple and AMD. I still have some position on Apple and AMD. It was a really big day for both of them. Both of them made all-time high, and we want to see how we can actually trade something in all-time high. Apple, the iPhone 17, it was pretty impressive. Actually, I have it myself. I got it and it's really nice. And apparently, the iPhone 17 sales has been really better than iPhone 16. And part of it is obviously a better product. There's a lot of new features on that. And another thing is that I think there's a lot of buy now, pay later, activity with the customers. So people really buy it, on loans. So having said that, so looking at the daily charts, Apple really did all-time high just after the election, but obviously sold off because of the uncertainty about the policy and came back up really well in the last couple of months. And today gapped up significantly, so 255. So all-time high was around 260 and 259. These two important levels that we had. I'm putting everything in perspective. So what happened was, I had it in my mind, and obviously we had the Apple, Atlas. Is obviously at the open. I'm really looking at it. I have the recording on it, so I'm going to put it at the end of the recap to see guys the recording of while I'm actually taking the trade. So opened very strong, and it was very, very strong. The market Atlas was very bullish on it. The 1 minute was just super, super bullish. But I have a rule that I wait until the first minute before it closes. So I went for long for a 1 minute open range breakout. It did pop up to 259, and I was really hoping to get actually a breakout of 259 toward the 260. As you see here, it did popped up and I didn't partial, rejected, but it never really came below the VWAP. So I held it for a very long period of time, always half an hour I held it. But the trade plan was in play. This is a stock near all-time high, very good fundamental news, and I was a fairly good risk to reward. I put my risk below the VWAP and really held it, tested VWAP a couple of times, and market Atlas was extremely bullish. Again, I have the recording on that. So eventually came up to 259, and this time I started partialing up 259, 259.60, and again the all-time high at 260. I was ready for it, and see what happens really. So again, holding it, never really lost the VWAP. Obviously, very strong. Buying pressure on that all the way up to 260. Look at the volume, that all-time high, and this is very important. The volume that came at 260. Obviously, market Atlas, we saw that as well. So I partial some at 260.10, and again the activity really was very strong at all-time high. All-time high is a very important level. And what happened here was we eventually broke the all-time high very nicely. It's going up all the way up to, as you see here, what do we have? 264. So that was a very nice one single trade for very significant profit, and I really enjoyed holding this one in the chat room. It's like $25,000 profit, beautiful. And then AMD was the other one. So AMD obviously after the deal that they have with OpenAI, so they want to use their chips for obviously for AI processing. I did the same trade. When you look at the daily chart, so obviously after the deal announcement came up, so daily chart is very nice, and we had the all-time high a few days ago at around 240. So again, when you look at the perspective, it was a really nice, ready for the break of all-time high, and the whole market overall is also pretty strong. So the price action on AMD was very interesting, very tricky, because I did go for an opening range breakout on it. And for the break of pre-market, it did came down, and I was ready to get a stop down on it, and then suddenly this squeeze candlestick that came up. I love this kind of candlestick squeezes. These are really, really very bullish sign. It means that it was a false breakout below the VWAP, and suddenly a huge candlestick with a fairly high volume came up, and it's okay. I'm going to add more heavy on that, and it's going to get the 238. And again, we had the atlas of going back in time, the atlas of AMD was also showing that around 238, which is high of today, was ready for the breakout to our all-time high. But it did drop, and I got stopped out. And again, that's part of trading, that even you have that amazing indicator that you're looking for, this squeeze on the candlestick, and it's all-time high, market is strong, everything was ready for an amazing trade, but you get stopped out, and that's part of really the trading, is the nature of the probability. So none of these tools are 100%. The market atlas is not 100%. It's an indicator that tells you something and quickly can change. So it's very important to accept the uncertainty and probability nature of the market. So what happened here? So I let it to settle down a little bit and came back up. This is more like a lightning pattern that Peter trades. So I said, okay, pull back the VWAP. I'm going to take another trade. I have less confidence on that, but so let's take it. Again, the daily chart was strong, market was strong. So did pop up, I partialed. Again, I had a very big loss on it. And then as soon as I saw that it's really holding the VWAP here, why partial? I just added more on that at 237.50. Again, market atlas was really helping. I have the recording. I'm going to put it at the end of this recap for everybody to see. And obviously, boom, to 240, came back up. I added more at 240. Again, all-time high was 241 something. And let's see. And as you see here, boom, popped up. I didn't get filled at 243. I still have the order, and we'll see that. Most likely it's going to go. If I look at the market atlas, still significant amount of orders are sitting up at 243. So I think it's very likely to go up there. But again, the time of the day is getting very slow.
All right, guys, the lesson is patience, 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 and trade management. So if you get that, comment patience in the comments, and I'm gonna send you the trade book of 3 most important strategies that I'm using for free. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, obviously Apple 257, 258. Now there's a big.
The Qs are breaking out here.
Yeah, Qs are very strong. Shit. I get a long on Apple at 258 for 1 minute opening range breakout.
And long SPY options.
Tesla is popping up very nicely as well. Wow, Tesla is great.
Right at yesterday, Friday's high on this SPY on these options.
So I'm long Tesla as well, 44510. See what Tesla is doing.
Nvidia's going the opposite direction. Here we go.
Oh, Tesla is really bad. Boom. Okay, I gotta stop that on Tesla. 441.
Tesla's, Okay, I'm going to sell some of these options here. I'm trading the 668 calls.
Let's see if Apple can go to 259. I'm long Apple at 250. I think a little bit more, 258.
AMD looks kind of interesting.
Right, Apple daily chart. Yeah, 259 is the all-time high. See if you can get the break of all-time high on Apple.
All-time high. All-time high.
AMD came back up. AMD daily chart is also really nice.
Yeah, I was just saying that AMD is moving up. I'm just selling a little more. One night at 668 calls, 194 filled. Gonna hit $2 here. Come on, baby. Qs are moving up. We're right at R3 right now.
I'm still long on Apple.
Yeah,
Apple. I want to see if we can get to all-time high of 259. Adding a little bit more here. AMD. I like AMD daily chart as well.
Here we go. $2. Yes, baby. Way to go.
See Apple if we
Just
can.
sold more $2.
See if we can. Apple can break the 259.
Wow, Nvidia's getting beat up here. 180, 181. There's an order there on Nvidia.
It's the Atlas of AMD. Not great. Alright, so Apple. Alright, so Apple is going to go to 259. I'm long on Apple. All-time high is at 259. Just to be exact, all-time high is... yeah, somewhere around... we're getting to all-time high of Apple.
Nice. There's a big order at 260 as well.
Yeah, actually 260 is the all-time high back in December 26th. See if we can actually get there.
The LTR is, it's trying to get back into the green here.
IWM is ripping. IWM, the small caps are really ripping now.
Still holding a few calls on the SPY. Just see if we get, we're kind of stalling here at R3 on the Qs, which is holding the SPY back a bit.
PLTR. Tesla comes above the VWAP. We can get back in long in there. I'm gonna go long on Tesla 443, 50, 70. Let's see if we can do a bullish engulf
Here
for a
we
minute.
go. Here we go. We're going higher here with SPY. Excellent.
Apple's still struggling. Qs are making highs still.
Yeah, it's rocking and rolling.
Tesla Atlas 444. Come on. Yeah, nice. 445 now. Nice. That's what we want. That's exactly what we wanted to get. Good, 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 good. Come on. Well done, Tesla. Nice. 446. Partial yet, but let's see if we can get to 446. Now it's a bullish engulfing on Tesla. Still on Apple as well. I haven't lost the hope on Apple. 446. There's very bullish Atlas in there.
I'm just sticking with this SPY trade. It seems like it's working the best.
I'm still on Apple as well. Ah, shit. Tesla completely bounced back. It's pretty meh, the Tesla.
AMD is really choppy. Looks.
Right, maybe this is the move on AMD for the break of 238. Definitely Tesla is not. AMD on the daily chart, 240 is the level that it can go up.
IONQ looks like it's going to go red here.
All right, this Apple, I'm still long on Apple, but
Nvidia's trying to get.
it's really holding. Tesla's Atlas is not great.
And Nvidia looks trying to get green.
All right, I'm getting out of Tesla, the rest of the one that I had. Let's see what the Apple is doing.
Yeah, Tesla's really dog's breakfast,
I
as
know
they
it's
say.
super bad.
We do have earnings coming up on Tesla on Wednesday after the close.
Let's see if Apple can break the all-time high. So we're really holding for 5-minute range breakout. ABAT, OKLO, CLF, sold off at the open. Yeah, definitely Apple needs to move a little bit. Come on, Apple. 259.
Wow. IONQ gone red. Nvidia's struggling to get into the green here. Wow.
Tesla looks like it wants to come back up. Yeah, very difficult to trade all these Tesla and AMD and Apple. Like it's Tesla Atlas is 445. Come on, Apple. It's holding really well, Apple. All-time high. Yeah, it's the ORB and ABCD pattern on Apple is ready for the break of all-time high. Atlas is also bullish, so it's just the only thing that we need is getting that breakout.
Quick short on IONQ. So we're just breaking down here.
break.
Yeah, some of these
SMCI is
quantum
active.
stocks are selling off. Rigetti's dropping. And go. It's going to cover some IONQ. 6240. Yeah, what's SMCI people are talking about here on
In the chat, yeah. SMCI. I'm long Apple,
Nice,
guys,
right?
so really want to get see if you can get a breakout on Apple. SMCI is up 8%. Wow.
Wow, AMD is losing it too.
Come on, Apple, all-time high.
Yeah, nice breakout on SMCI. Bitcoin's back up a bit today. It was really looking pretty weak last week. Traded down into the 106, 107 range. Guess it's back up around 110 now.
Keep it up there. Tesla looks like it wants to go back up. What's that Tesla
It's coming
guys?
back to my break even on the rest of this, so I might see if it fails here.
I'm gonna get another long on Tesla. Let's see if Tesla can. Although price action on Tesla is really choppy. 440, 460. Yeah, I'll take a small size on it. Only 1,700 shares.
Out of the rest IONQ, I'm gonna get out of. I'm thinking I was gonna get out of the rest of this SPY call trade. Just hang on, we may be breaking out here.
So I'm long Apple and Tesla. Apple, the average is 258. Tesla is 444.70. Apple definitely is struggling at all-time high. Hasn't really lost it. It's just a long consolidation.
Okay, here we go. Qs and SPY look like they're got some buyers, new buyers there.
Coin. AMD is really losing it. Tesla is going. Come on, Tesla. Come on, you can do it. This 445 level is really struggling. What is this level? Yeah, it's definitely a consolidation around September.
Yeah.
Markets, SPY's making new highs. Q's, IWM is reaping. IWM is up 2%. Wow. So what's wrong with Apple and Tesla? Come on. SMCI pull back. Maybe Apple doesn't have much momentum for the break of high today. TNA, yeah, TNA must be up 6%. The IWM is really ripping today, the small caps.
Yeah, what are the yields doing?
Yields are up a little bit, sorry, down a little bit.
Down a little bit?
Yeah, bonds are up. NVDA is also pretty disgusting. The Atlas, yeah, it looks like it wants to, the price action looks like a red to green. All right, so Tesla is moving. I'm gonna add a little bit more on Tesla here for the break of 446. What a rejection. Right, Tesla is popping up over 447.
Okay, here we go. Nice. Nice little pop on the SPY there. Qs still look like they're trying to push higher here.
Yeah, finally got something out of Tesla. See if we can actually get to 447. R3 is at 447. Breakout 447. The Atlas of 447. Let's see if we can go. Right, I'm partialing some on Tesla. See if we can get to 448 as well. So make some of the losses back. I'm still long on Apple as well. Still consolidating above the rebound. $448 Atlas. So the Atlas is fairly bullish now. Price action is also bullish. All right, here we go. Apple is going to, I think this is it. All right, Apple for the break of 5 today. That was a very patient trade. I'm very patient with Apple today. Almost 20 minutes hold. Oh.
Here's our odd 5-day right now. I'm trying to push here. Nvidia's looking like it's going to try to go green again.
TEM is hitting the scanner. See what Tesla is doing. 450 maybe for Tesla today. Yeah, if you're gonna go higher, obviously we have 450. So I'm gonna put some orders for my Apple at 259.10. Put 2,000 shares. 259 and 10. See if you can get there. Tesla is doing well so far. See if you can get to 449. AMD was super disgusting, even though I love the daily chart on AMD, but AMD Atlas 237, huh? Let me get a long on AMD again. Let's see if you can get to 237. Atlas is pretty.
Spending an awful lot of time at this level on the SPY and the Qs. It's kind of making me a bit nervous about whether we're going to push higher here. Gary's yelling about coin.
Well, I'm not gonna take any other trade because I'm in 3 trades right now. AMD test on Apple. CLSK, let's look at it, let's see if, okay, there you go, AMD is going up. Come on, let's see Atlas for
What's it
AMD.
doing? Funny, Nvidia's just not. You just can't get a go green on the day. Yeah, there goes AMD. AMD's finally breaking through some of those moving averages. And
so I'm partialing some AMD here at 237.35. Apple broke that. I got out Apple. Apple is gonna go for all-time high now. Nice. I'm partialing out more on Apple as well. I got filled on that order. Oh, beautiful. 260 is the all-time high on Apple. Apple Atlas is showing the 260 for sure, but generally found Apple Atlas a little bit weird.
I'm out of these. I'm out of these the rest of these SPY calls. I'm happy with that trade. That was a good trade. A nice move on that. Wow, what a drop. Whew. Yeah, you see, I was, as I mentioned just a few minutes ago, getting nervous about how long we were spending at that level and just not making any progress.
All right, here we go. Apple is 260 is the all-time high.
There's a lot of orders there, probably 500,000 orders.
Yeah. Beautiful. All right, AMDs. I'm partially more on AMD. I had a big loss on AMD, so let's get some of the profit back on AMD. Can always, doesn't hurt to make some money back on AMD. $260 and Apple. Yeah, all-time high is at 268. What is it all-time high exactly? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty all-time high too, 608. Right, AMD is going up as well. I'm gonna add a little bit more on AMD, 237.75. See if AMD can go for the break of 5 today. Tesla, Apple didn't hit the bottom high. Come on, AMD, 260, 238 is now the level. I added more on AMD for let's see if this breakout works.
This is where it's stalled a couple times before. It's See if it can break out this
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I did. Nice. Now partialing a little bit here. Nice. And today, I really like the daily chart on AMD. It was really ready
Yeah,
for breakout to
strong.
240. Yeah, but it did give me a bad loss at the open. But now it's pretty good. 239.
You have to send an email to Lisa Sue, thank her.
Tesla.
Nice
Oh,
breakout on
beautiful.
AMD.
Yeah, it was very nice breakout. Yeah, as soon as this 238 order, that was a tricky place for 238. Oh, well done. Right, so I'm long all Apple, three of them, Apple, AMD, and Tesla. Apple definitely, I have a bigger position in Apple, but Apple definitely didn't do what I wanted. CLSK, somebody mentioned that in the chats, did. Yeah, this one is up 12%. Clean Spark. Alright, AMD wants all-time high now. Ooh.
Yeah, 240.
Yeah.
Some big orders at 240.
I'm gonna get out of my Tesla. I'm all out of Tesla. Let's just focus on AMD. Alright, 240 is the all-time high. 240.12 is all-time high. What is it? No, it's not all-time high yet. The all-time high is 241.24. Very close. We're getting there. Getting out more. I'm still long. I'm Apple and AMD, both of them. Tesla got out because I want to focus on these two. Have a bigger position. To trade management was a little difficult at 3 stocks. 240. Asks are getting up. For Apple, I'm gonna put another 2,000 shares at 260.10. For the break of all-time high. All right, we're getting a boom, all-time high. No, it's not all-time high. So we're getting there though, on AMD.
Yeah, right up to R4 now. Using SPY back at high of day after that little pullback.
All right, AMD is now putting back. Atlas is pretty bearish on AMD right now. I think Apple, I might stop out to Apple. That difficulty. Tesla, on the other hand, broke out. I got out of Tesla. Tesla broke out. 450s now. Very nice level on Atlas.
Now, yeah.